I am deeply concerned at the state of our country. Firstly, I feel terrible, and my deep-hearted condolences are for the 28 people who have died in this terrorist act, and a number of people have gotten injured. And definitely, my deep-hearted condolences to the family who've lost their loved ones. And I would say that I do wish to say that the people who have gotten injured, I hope they recover at the earliest. Terrorist acts are really a weak way of highlighting their cause, is what I feel. This doesn't highlight a cause, it only makes the people who use these acts on civilians and people who are just there for tourists, it's a weak act. I think surely it is a time that all governments need to come together to fight this kind of an act or this kind of organizations. But I have another thought in this also. This is my thought. This is not a thought that the Congress or my family's thought. You know, in our country, we see that this government will try and show that, talk about Hindutva, and, the minorities feel uncomfortable, and, they feel troubled when you have a survey on, mosques, or you tell people you cannot pray in this way or that way. These kind of things create instability, communal issues. And if you see the way this act, if you dissect this terrorist act that took place, if they're looking at people's identity, why are they looking at people's identity? Because there's a divide that has come about in our country with Hindus and Muslims and also Christians. On Easter, I saw video footage of churches being burnt, priests being troubled. What is this? Why are we having, a communal disharmony in our country? This will create divides. This will create these kind of organizations to feel that Hindus are making a problem for all the Muslims. We don't need that. You ask many Hindus and Muslims together, they help each other. In COVID, we saw they help each other. They don't understand all these political ways of, trying to infuse some, or win elections or infuse some kind of disorder in people. Looking at identities and then killing somebody, that's a message. Also sending a message to the Prime Minister of our country. Why? Because Muslims are feeling weakened. The minorities are feeling weakened. I know that 2 weeks before I was summoned by the ED, I talked for the minorities. I said that, when you're going to stop minorities or Muslims from basically saying their prayers on spilling over from their mosque to the road, or on roofs of their homes, or you have a survey of the mosques that, there's a temple under that, or there's a statue under that, or you tell them that Babur and Aurangzeb, negative thoughts about that. Yes, there'll be a divide, and people will not appreciate that in our country, and communal disharmony will create this. And I totally feel that this act is wrong. I condemn it. And I feel that whatever their cause is, this is the weakest way of, uprising your cause. So I feel that innocent people are dead. I feel really terrible for the families. Internationally also, people are looking at this. And even overseas, when you see terrorism only creates fear, and it doesn't create, progress. But if people unite and stick together, forget about, because terrorism doesn't really see religion, is what, I've told. But in this case, I feel that the way they filtered or selected people who they killed, was very candid and clear. So I feel that being secular in our country is the key of progress, unity, and for us to be united and strong is the only way the next generations will want to stay in our country, there'll be brotherhood, and I feel it only comes from, a misuse in politics where religion is concerned and all that. That's why religion and politics should be separate. And do not use it, because this will only cause more and more cases as such, which is harmful for every religion, every person, and we all are, everybody's focus is on Kashmir today. Kashmir is a beautiful place in our country. People were going there as tourists. This is the season for people to have employment. And today, nobody's going to go to Kashmir now, keeping this incident in mind. Amarnath devotees were going to go to Amarnath for their prayers and spiritually, but they're not going to be able to go there. How much are we going to tell our own forces to be more strong, be more this thing? This has to be coming from the top, that we feel secure, we feel, we feel secular in our country, and we will not see these kind of acts happening, is what I truly feel.